I'm Bill Hayden, and I'm a retired elementary school teacher, and I've been involved in part of the anti-war movement in various ways for most of my life. And
why is that?
Well, I guess partly it's because I voted for Johnson. That was my first opportunity to vote, and everybody knows what happened. Everybody knows what happened, and I don't have to say any more. But what I want to say is that we're getting the same replay over and over again. We're going to save those poor people. The Spanish-American War. We're going to save those poor people from that vicious, evil regime over there. War after war after war, and the public never seems to get tired of it. It's called a canard, I think, a canard. That means we take something is true that is maybe not so true. Maybe everybody thinks it's true. Maybe it's not. We got a bad guy. Oh, it's Hitler. Oh, yeah, Hitler. Isn't that a little old? Don't we get that applied every time to everybody we don't like? I thought Saddam Hussein was Hitler. Now we got a new Hitler. Kind of like an Elvis sighting, isn't it? Well, I hope that people start waking up. And I just don't know. Equivocating? Oh, we should send weapons? Stop violence? We should end gun violence? Oh, look around. We got gun violence all over America. Should we talk about ending gun violence in Ukraine? Aren't they the same thing? We don't solve our problems on the playground by hitting. I thought we told that.
So how do we solve them?
Sitting down at the mahogany table for openers. Let's sit down and talk. And by the way, don't bring any weapons into the room.
As an American, how do you feel about Russia and the Russian people?
They're people, for crying out loud. Yes, they've suffered. Yes, they've been under a government that we can neither understand nor can we accept. I don't know what "we" means anymore. But we have no business messing with them. They're people. We need to clean up our own house. The Ukrainians have talked about getting beat up by the Russians for generations. I have no idea what the complications of that history are. And I'm sorry that people are dying. But we don't need to pour gasoline on that fire. We don't need to contribute to anybody dying. We got to grow up. We can keep playing these foolish games. I think what Nixon said, the Chinese are smarter than us and they'll take over. Well, Nixon he might have been a curious fellow, but he was no fool. And we just have to sit back as Americans and look to others to lead the way. And that leadership torch needs to be passed around, or maybe it needs to be shared. And I don't know. I don't know if America can handle that. You see this?
Yeah.
This. We need to go from this to this. As soon as we can grow up and mature enough as a national community, we can begin to join the international community with a future. Otherwise, we're stuck. The others will carry on with some kind of a plan, but we're stuck in the big muddy, as the song goes.